Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in 2 Kings chapter 8, verses 1 through 29. Now we see that Elijah had a long-standing relationship with this woman and her son. She fed him and gave him a place to live, and Elijah raised her son back from the dead. He also looked out for her and told her about things that were about to happen, like the famine for 7 years, that she needed to go somewhere else. And Elijah was ministering to her and her son. He cared about them and their life and their well-being. Elijah sets a good example for us to be concerned about others and to help them grow in their faith. Now, Elijah also wept when God showed him that Hazael was going to be king. Hazael was insulted because he thought, can I do this great evil? Now, we may think that we can never sink down to such a low and do something so grotesque, but let's step back a little bit and look at what happens when you get cut off in traffic. For just a moment, do you think about pulling back in front of that person, slamming on your brakes, trying to have them get a wreck? When somebody does you wrong, most of the time, our first thought is to get even with them, or maybe even do something worse to them. This way, they won't ever do anything wrong to you again. They'll think twice about it. And we need to take a good, close, realistic look at our sinful potentials. And then we need to ask God to help to strengthen us, that we would resist the natural evils that come to our mind. And then we also see the whole bloodline of Ahab, how his son, his daughter, his son-in-law, his grandchildren, they all followed in his examples, and they did evil in the sight of God. And it just goes to show how much of an influence we do have on our children. What we do, our children are going to do. What we say, our children are going to repeat it. This also goes for our friends that hang around with us. We have a great influence on them, either to do good or to do evil. And those actions will be repeated. So we need to make sure that we have the right attitude and that we set good examples for others around us, for those that are watching us, for our children. And we need to make sure that we are doing what is right in the sight of God. May God be with you in everything and every way.